So this is the question for which we are going to write the Python code. Okay, just go through the question. So there is a zoo. Okay, so that determines the price of admission based on the age. Okay, if the age, okay, if the age is less than or equal to 2, no cost. Okay, the cost is admission cost is 0. Then if the age is between 3 and 12, okay, children, they are children, so for them $14. Okay, between 3 and 12, $14. Okay, then seniors aged 65 years and over. Okay, so let me write here, greater than or equal to 65, they are seniors. For them it is $18. Okay, for them it is $18. Then for all others, okay, for all others it is $23. Okay, so all others, in the sense, you just see there is something missing. So from the age 13 to 64, okay, they are the only left out people. Okay, they are adults. So basically for adults it is $23. Okay, $23. So for kids, okay, for baby less than or equal to 2 age, it's 0. For 3 to 12, they are children. Okay, for children it is $14 entrance fees. Then age 13 to 64, $23. Then they are actually adults. Greater than or equal to 65, senior citizen, for them it is $18. Okay, then what you need to do, see, they are giving some instructions how to write the program. Create a program that begins by reading the ages of all the guests in a group from the user. So user has to enter the age. Okay, with one age entered on each line. Okay, with one age entered on each line. The user will enter a blank line to indicate that there are no more guests in the group. Say for example there are 4 people. So first time you are entering some age, second time you are entering some age, third time you are entering some age, fourth time you are entering age. For 5th time you have to enter a blank, okay, a blank line, okay, so that the program should understand that your group is over, okay, your family members are over. Then it has to calculate, admission cost, okay, and it has to display the appropriate message, okay. And the output, if you notice, the cost should be displayed using 2 decimal places. Okay, 2 decimal places. We can use the format method. So already we have discussed about the format method. Here, what you can do, a very conventional way, you can say, for example, there are 4 persons, so you can get 4 inputs. Then you can calculate. That is okay. But here the intention is I want to use the loop. Okay, I want to use the loop. Okay, let me write the code. Okay, let me write the code and check whether I'm getting the correct output or not. Then we'll see in what way we can improve this particular code. Okay, let me present my spider screen. So this is the Python code, okay, to calculate the admission cost. Python code to calculate admission cost, okay, for a zoo. So first you need to get the input. Okay, first you need to get the input of ages. Okay, so some variable, say for example line, okay, some variable. I'll say why I am using line, why I am not using age directly. Okay, input enter the age of the guest. Okay, so you can instruct the people, the program users, that if you enter a blank, okay, that will finish, okay, the number of people. So that also you can give. So blank finish. Okay, something like this, some statement. So next, so before using a while loop, okay, before using while loop, okay, otherwise I will use the while loop. Okay, you know that for while loop there should be some condition. Here the condition is this line that should not be equal to a blank line. So we have initialized the line. Okay, if you want any, you can use any meaningful variable instead of line. Okay, so this should not be, okay, a empty string. If it is a empty string, then it will not enter into the loop. Okay, then what I am doing now, I am defining age. Okay, now what I am doing, since the age are numbers, okay, integers, I am just typecasting. So by default this line is string. Now I am just making that, okay, I am just converting string to integers. Okay, let me implement if else. Okay, if else here. If age less than or equal to, if the age is less than or equal to, okay, if the age is less than or equal to, yeah, before that I have to initialize total. Okay, before that I have to initialize total. So let me initialize total here. Total cost, whatever the variable you want, you just use it. Total cost is 0. Okay, if age less than or equal to 2, total is equal to total plus, okay, the amount is 0. For kids, for babies, no charge. Okay, so alternatively what you can do, instead of total is equal to total plus 0, you can use total plus is equal to 0, whatever the way convenient for you, that you just prefer. Okay, then elif if age greater than or equal to 3, okay, and age less than or equal to 12, okay, less than or equal to 12, total is equal to total plus, okay, I think it is $14. Then elif age greater than or equal to 13 and age less than or equal to 64, total is equal to total plus $23. Okay, $23. The last condition, else total is equal to total plus, for seniors it is $18. Okay, for seniors it is $18. Okay, now what I have to do, again I need to get the input. After this else, I am just getting the input. Let me write the same thing here. Okay, if you don't understand, I will explain later. Okay, now indentation is important. Okay, so I am going to print the total amount for that group is, they want 2 decimals. I'm just using format method. So within the placeholder, within the placeholder colon dot 2 decimals. So 2, okay, and it is floating point format F, okay, dot format, okay. Here I want to print the total, okay, I want to print the total. So let me execute this and check. Okay, let me execute and check. Enter the age of the guest. Say for example, say I have one baby of age 1 year. Okay. Then another guest. Okay. Say for example 4 years. Okay. That's okay. Then let me have another person of age 25. Another one 72. Okay. So now I want to finish. So I'm just entering. Okay. Let me hit enter. Yeah. No need of that double quotes also. Just if you enter by default. Okay. This is empty string. So it is giving the total amount for that group is $55. If you want, you can include a dollar symbol here. Okay, you can include the dollar symbol here. We will verify for first baby 0. Okay, then $14 for children. So $14 for children. Then $23 for adult and $18 for senior citizen. Yeah, we are getting 55. Let me check with some other input. Okay, I'll go for. Okay, let me take. I have a 2-year baby. Then I have 2 children. Okay, one age is 11, another one age is 5. I have 2 adults. Okay. One age is 25, another one is 35. I have 2 senior citizens. Say for example, age is 73, another one is 85. Okay, then just blank line. You just see it is $110. See, if you see in every case, I have taken two people. So earlier it is $55. Now it is $110. Okay. So alternatively, what you can do, you just see, let me explain the program, how it is working. Until when I enter, when I don't give any input, okay, until when I don't give any input, this while loop is true. So it will keep on executing the while loop. Okay. When I don't give the input, okay, automatically the string is empty string. So it won't enter into the while loop. So initially I have initialized total to 0. Okay. So every time it checks in which category it is falling. Okay. The corresponding value is added to the total. Okay. So first time if I enter 0 plus, say for example, if I enter the age 4, 0 plus 14. Okay. The total becomes 14. Next time if I am entering, okay, say for example, if I enter 25, 14 plus 23. Okay. That is the total. Like that it will go. So total, every time the total is updated. This while loop will run until we enter. Okay, we don't enter any input. Okay, then the print statement is getting printed. Okay, this is how the program is working. So why I am using while loop means I don't know exactly how many number of people are there. So I just keep on, if I give 10 times, it will work for 10 times. If I give 20 times, it will work for 20 times. Same program I can modify it. Okay, same program I can modify it using for loop. You just see what is the change I am making. Just for simplicity. Okay, I don't want to retype the entire code. Let me copy this. Okay, I want to modify this code itself. So first what I'm doing, I'm just getting the number of users. Okay, from the user itself, not number of users, number of group members, number of family members. Okay, So capital N is the number of family members. Enter the number of group members or family members. Okay, enter the number of group members or family members. Okay, that's it, done. Then okay, let me directly use this as age. Okay, here itself I am just converting that age to integer. Okay, I don't want this blank statement until now. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just running a for loop. Let me add in a proper place. Here itself I will do that. Okay, for loop, there is a indexing variable I. Okay, I in range. Okay, n. For I in range n. So you know what is range? It will start from 0. It will say there are 5 people, means it will go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But totally 5. There will be 5. Okay. Then this age also, let me get it within. Yeah. Let me get the age also within the loop. Okay, unwanted spaces I'm removing. I'm just explaining again what I have done. See, I'm using a variable capital N. Again, from the user, I'm just getting how many number of family members are there. I'm just converting that to integer. Then total, as usual, total is 0. So within the for loop, I'm just getting the age. Okay, within the for loop, I'm just getting the age. I'm just removing. This is unwanted now. Okay, I'm not using loop. This is unwanted. Let me try this. Okay, we execute this. Enter the number of family members. Okay, I think earlier I entered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let me enter. Okay, any value. Let me enter 8 family members. Okay, the first age is 1. Second age is 2. Okay, third one is 4. Fourth one is 12. Fifth one is 15. Sixth one is 55. Seventh person age is 72. Eighth person age is 85. Okay. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. See, it is giving the same number, $110. Okay. The same program I implemented in for loop. Okay. The same concept I have implemented using while loop. Okay.